This is Contract Revoked, a classic that has inspired many imitators. Have you ever played through Quake Nahara? I would love to. Here comes the but. I would love to, but I can't sit through unskippable cutscenes. And that's pretty much the reason I haven't. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll do it. I know there aren't a lot of, like... Oh boy, here we go. Ah! Shit. That freaked me out. I know that there aren't a lot of video playthroughs of Nahara maps. But yeah, Greenwood is working on revising some of the maps from there. At least the ones by Valve, who is a Quake Pro mapper. And someone who many of us mappers aspire to reach proficiency level of. And that's going to be cool, playing them in AD. Yeah, see, I remember this from many years ago. Hey, cool, secret area. My favorite. I love secret areas. I love quads when I have low HP. It's very hype. I will not let you guys down. Yeehaw. I would say that was a pretty decent quad run. Yeah. How broken would Quake 1 be if it had Quake 2's inventory system? With the power-ups? You could just hoard... You hoard all of the power-ups until... Yeah. Alright, sequence completed. I did something. Quake 2 doesn't get a lot of love. I think I know why. I mean, it's not just one thing, but it's unfortunate. Because Quake 2 has an awesome soundtrack. If there's anything that could be said about Quake 2, is that it has an awesome soundtrack. Oh, and you know, the railgun is badass. That reminds me, I'm still surprised. A few months ago, I learned that Quake 2's inventory system actually keeps track of the fact that you can carry multiple of each gun. Pick up 3 BFGs throughout the game. You're actually holding 3 BFGs. What? Quake 2's OST is a fucking banger. Yeah. Modern versions don't have it working by default. It's the same with Quake 1. Like, where Quake 1 soundtrack is amazing. And when you buy it on Steam, like, it doesn't like, it doesn't just work. Like, when you open the game, it just doesn't work. Oh, okay, so I need the silver key. And I see Greenwood is a defender of Quake 2. So, I guess we should start airing out all the things we don't like. Oh, okay, I think the 360 version did have the working soundtrack. Could be wrong. But my problem with Quake 2 is that you don't have the instant weapon switching, for one. A lot of the weapons are fairly redundant. Or, I don't know if redundant's the word, because Quake 1 definitely has redundant weapons. The weapons aren't as effective as... Like, the machine gun is, like, slow, with a really long wind-up. And the super shotgun, you need to be basically standing on top of the enemy if you want it to be an effective pattern. Oh, right, that was a Quake Pro jump. Yeah, the railgun. What is there? What can be said about Quake 2 besides the railgun? I mean, the super shotgun was awesome. It's just it was useless unless you were face to face. I'm lost. I need to find the silver door. I mean, you know, for me, the Quake 2 setting was practically like a Doom. It was like Doom. It was a Doom setting, you know? Doom without all the hellish, like, fire and brimstone stuff. Yeah, okay. Doom, but they're aliens instead of demons. Yeah, that exactly. That was the other thing. And probably the big one is that there's no map variety outside of base, like tech bases. I managed to telefrag a monster. You know, the other thing, if you were to make like a medieval, like a fire and brimstone type of Quake 2 map, you wouldn't have monsters that would fit it well, and the weapons wouldn't really fit it well either. That's something interesting about Quake 1. So even though it's grenade launchers and, you know, shotguns and stuff, like modern guns, arguably the nail gun is some kind of futuristic weapon too. But it fits with this theme much better than the Quake 2 weapons would, in my opinion. Baya. Hey, I'm low on HP. What the hell? Probably save the game. Hey. Quake 2 grenades. Like, at least in comps, I don't remember what I thought that was. Execution of the final boss of Quake 2 mission packs copied whatever power up you. The Quake 1 weapons fit the Gothic themes better than Quake 2's for sure. Oh, there's a boss of the Quake 2 mission pack that did that? That's interesting. I remember I played those mission packs a million years ago. So I should have some kind of memory of it, but I don't. In fact, I've been coming up with a list of like maps that I want to recommend, and you know, since you guys hopped in here tonight, I will make it a priority to finish that video. And it's just going to be a quick introduction into recent cool maps put out by the community, and how to set up Quake Spasm and what have you. I mean, there's a million videos on like how to set up Quake and stuff, but I figured I'd make like a video just showing some of the latest and greatest and just add that in. Okay, so I did something. I think I need to swim down there. Ah, I see. There we go. Whoa, okay. So that was the end of one map. Now we're starting the next. Good night, pal. Thanks for hanging out. Oh. I got used to Serious Sam where it takes a million years before the breath bar even shows up. Then another million years before it drains. I remember the sewer level. The sewer level in Serious Sam kind of creeped me out because it was like kind of murky water. Murky water creeps me out. One thing, you know, Greenwood and I talked about this. Quake needs like a very threatening underwater monster. Vanilla only has these silly fish. And, you know, there's a couple of others in expansions and stuff. Like, there's one called a Hydra. It's like a squid that shoots poisonous barbs at you that slow you down underwater. And it looks pretty creepy. But we need something more compelling. Okay, I need to not stand there. I'm getting zero charity from the author of this map. I believe it's Kell. Kell is the one who made this pack. You think I'd know since I've borrowed textures of his forever. Right. That calls for a save. I never played Blood as a kid. I only played it recently with like Blood GDX. And that was a lot of fun, man. Like, I can't believe I missed out on Blood when I was a kid. What an amazing game that was. And it played perfectly with GDX. Like, it was totally awesome. Satisfied my Quake sensibilities too. Damn it, why did I do that? I knew that would happen. Oh, there you go. You guys asked about the slimes. Well, there they are. Looks like they're reskinned here. So they're like a tan color or something. Got it. Alright, cool. Damn it. Kell is not being very charitable with me today. But you know, 5 HP hype. My Blood experiences were Civi 11's videos and watching another person stream it the other night. Oh man, don't do that to yourself. Don't spoil the game for yourself. Especially if you're gonna actually play it at some point. You know, certain games that I won't play, sure, but that's a big one to... I'm dead. Oh! You never played most of these games until recently. Wow. Well, I mean, it's awesome that you're now at a point where all these games are just sitting here. They're very inexpensive to buy. That vor is a pain in the ass. There's an infinite multitude of different kinds of content. Maps, mods, etc. Even Blood has custom maps. I keep falling for that damn. It is true, better late than never. Yes. And you know, for me, Quake was like a nostalgia thing first. At least it was. But then it became something else. Alright. No, I haven't played Dusk. I haven't played any of the new stuff because I've been so preoccupied with. Can I even get through there? Is that guaranteed damage? I hope not. Let's see. No. I'm gonna have to scavenge for some health and come back. That sucks. Normally I don't have much hard time with this, so bear with my technical difficulties. Alright, we found some HP. Now I should be able to get through there. And that calls for a save, so I don't get stuck in that loop again. Alright, cool. I came in with 5, I left with 6. Can't complain. It's almost like a reskinned Quake, but it has its own soul. Yeah, it's on my list of games to play. But I just haven't gotten away from... I haven't gotten away from Quake. Like the latest new game I've played was Blasphemous, but that's because I was on the road for work and I had my Switch. I played it on the Nintendo Switch. So besides that, it's just been Quake. Yeah, I need to make it a priority. A Medieval's another one I wanted to try. There'll be a Mega Health. That was close. I like how that doesn't even count as a secret. Oh, yes. Oh, fuck. Alright, I'm gonna try Quake Pro. Quake Pro. All rights reserved. Registered trademark. Nah. Let's try that again. Oh, I think I know what I have to do. I ain't even worried. Oh. All right. Well, we know what this is all about. Speaking of music, that reminds me as a kid, I never knew any of the Quakes under Tournament Half-Life even had music. Yeah, flashy exit, huh? Yeah, when I first played Quake, I didn't play it with the soundtrack on PC. I didn't know the PC version had a soundtrack. Before that, I played the N64 version, and that had a pants-shitting, crazy soundtrack by Aubrey Hodges. Same guy who did the Doom 64 soundtrack. So when I heard the actual original PC soundtrack for Quake, I was like, what the hell is this? It's not what I expected. I expected more Doom 64. Oh. Three HP with a quad. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, don't get hit by it. Where's that quad we needed? Oh yeah, Quake 64 soundtrack, man. For real. You really need to get in on that. That and the Doom 64 soundtrack is insane. I love that soundtrack. Those soundtracks. We have there's a Quake guy goes by Immorpher, and Immorpher is a ambient sound composer. And he does a lot of work that's inspired by Aubrey's work. Damn it. I'm having a rough time today. guy expects me to walk across the lava. It ain't happening. Not with 1 HP, it isn't. For real? I have no recourse here. I can't make that jump. Alright, let me just do it without dying this time. Let me just take it from the top. Hey, alright. Just need to try a different door. Sweet. Shit, dude. That guy friggin'... There goes any lead I had in the health department. Yeah. I will take the lumps. I recognize that I'm not playing that good, but I'm not gonna cheat, alright? But yeah, I agree. Unavoidable damage is not fun. Like, it could be a difficult jump. I would prefer that. I just need to be careful which door I end up taking. Because basically one of those doors is death. Scrags are wizards in this game, yeah. I mean, if you look at them carefully, they are basically like torsos. Hey, you know what? This map is a little brutal. I'm gonna go this way instead. Shit, man. It's like I'm really playing Dark Souls. It doesn't help that the lava does a shitload of damage. It doesn't do like normal lava damage, I don't think. Alright. Let's see what's behind door number 1. Any pre-compiled Quake soundtracks? You should check out Amorpher. Here, actually, I'm gonna plug him because he's a good man, and that'll give me a moment to take my mind off of this this brutal map that I'm on. So let's see, Amorpher on SoundCloud and Bandcamp. Yeah, he's really cool, and he puts up his, like, you could buy all his tracks. There you go. Yeah, his stuff is very Aubrey Hodges styled. Like it's that dark ambient. And it's very dramatic, and actually I used it in one of my maps. Alright. If you guys play Map Jam X, you should play my map. It features a track by a morpher. It's also one of my favorite maps that I've made. One thing I know about myself that I can say is that I'm very stubborn. So I will replay a map 100 times if I have to. Oh shit. That sucks. Excuse me. All right. I like how I can't go through the same door twice. Damn it, how much damage did that do? Alright, man. Thanks for swinging by. There will be more of this to come. Yeah, alright. There's 9 secrets on this map? What the hell? I would never find. That message had a link to a web page. Interesting. signofcoth.co.uk/secrets. I guess maybe that's a hint for finding the other secrets. I'll confess I had enough of that map. Alright. I don't know how I feel about that now. I feel like I accomplished something. That last map was a little on the brutal side.